Welcome to Two Button Crew. I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
And Ryan is Ryan.
Ho.
Ho, ho, ho is
Ho,
right.
ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter, if you're out there.
We have nice green decorations.
I appreciate that, Simeon.
This is my favorite movie of all time. Not just favorite Christmas movie.
That's probably my
Harry Potter?
favorite Christmas movie. I just watched it.
No, It's a Wonderful Life.
Wow, Simeon loves Harry Potter.
It's a movie that you would hate.
I just put that there.
You just put that here?
We needed some red decorations to go with our green decorations.
I see what you're doing.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
You need that green Joy-Con, Scott, to go with your red.
Just
Christmas seasonal controllers are a real thing.
Hey, that's what my Joy-Con are. I have the red and green on right now. I'm sporting it.
Good job, sir. Good job. Well, let's get into some Nintendo news. A is not an answer.
It is always my answer if somebody says A, and I go A.
Well, what do you know? Switch is selling well.
Yeah. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk?
That's a lot of wahoos, hi-yas, splats, and blue shells.
Or partly.
It's also a lot of stretchy arms. What else is a
lot of what are things that we think the Pokemon are saying in Pokken?
Pika Pika?
Yeah, but don't they like... Oh no, I was just thinking of Meta Knight.
That's a lot of people...
in Smash Bros. Saying stuff like Zorb and...
Zorb.
Other things.
That's a lot of people muting What's-Her-Face in Pokken Tournament.
Yes.
Yep.
Because she's annoying. Anyway, 10 million Switches in the first 9-10 months. Incredible. It's on its way to pass up Wii U, and then it'll be on its way to pass up everything, and then it'll be the number one Nintendo console ever.
Yep.
Maybe.
It's great. I do have faith that it will get at least relatively close to the Wii. If it surpasses it, I'll be like, that's really an accomplishment.
Yeah.
I don't know if I expect that, but I expect it to get somewhat close at least.
I think it will surpass Wii when they count the half-step successor to the Switch. When they count the Switch U, then I think... Or, like how the 3DS models are
right,
together.
the family.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that.
9 months, so they didn't have, November sales in, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be huge for holidays. Or maybe it was November and they didn't have December. Either way, by the end of the year, it's going to be
more than
even more millions. Anything else to say on this
millions of dollars. Nope. Good job, Switch.
The only thing I have to say is it's going to definitely go way up, because I heard a few little kids when they were talking and sitting on Santa's lap saying that they wanted a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and I was like, I'm proud of you, little ones.
There you go. Good kids.
Cool.
They know what the world is headed toward.
SteamWorld Heist Ultimate Edition is coming to Switch on December 28th. Absolutely awesome. Image Informed Games, who brought us SteamWorld Dig 2, sold more SteamWorld Dig 2 copies on that than like any game they've ever launched on any platform.
Wow.
So you bet your buns that they got on this port really quickly.
I will be sure to find a place that will be able to cash my buns in for potato chips and then bet on this.
I think viewers of TBC know that SteamWorld Dig 2 is good and what it's like, but SteamWorld Heist is a little bit... I don't know, less popular. It was a 3DS game. It's been to other platforms since then. But it's really, the best way to think about it is that it's like Mario plus Rabbids. You move your characters around, you get in position, you try to take cover, and you shoot bad guys. So, yeah.
I wonder how much my buns are worth.
Do you think they're worth SteamWorld Heist for $20? Because it comes with the DLC.
I might have to sell my buns for that, or at least bet my buns that it will do well, and then buy with the money that hopefully I win.
Yep. So here's SteamWorld Heist, and I recommend checking out this game. They provided us with a review copy, which I jumped on because this actually takes place right after SteamWorld Dig 2 chronologically. Even though...
Were you trying to say it again?
It's my trademark by now.
Chronologically.
Even though SteamWorld Dig 2 was released later, the events after SteamWorld Dig 2 lead right into this game, so it's perfect for this time to come out. And then they're not even being shy. This developer isn't like, we'll see how it sells, we'll see what happens next. They're like, we are bringing all our games to Switch. So
you know what needs to happen. I'm seeing, and I know it's just the steampunk thing probably, but they need to do a crossover with the Amanita Design, who did
Amanita Design,
Machinarium. Machinarium is one of my favorite games. Like, it's probably one of the deepest games I've ever played. And so just the designs seem to fit really well together.
Yeah.
But if they could cross that over, I don't know how they would do it because they're two completely different games. But the design is similar enough to where it'd be cool to see a crossover.
Ryan, have you played any SteamWorld games / are any people in the chat chiming in about that?
I have not, and I haven't seen anything in the chat about it. I fully intend on checking out SteamWorld Dig 2. I'm just kind of waiting for a Switch lull to happen, which, will happen eventually.
Yep.
Not necessarily a big lull, but just sometime I can set aside to give it a go.
All right. Well, watch for Two Button Crew's review of SteamWorld Heist, and it's actually going to go out right on embargo date and time, along with all the other outlets. So
Stop fidgeting! I can't believe I'm having to say this to you.
If you give us a click,
we'll give you
check out a review. Also, I just recommend the series because I wrote about how SteamWorld Dig 2 is like a 2D Breath of the Wild, so it's pretty cool.
Oh.
Simeon?
Miles in the chat says Simeon's buns may have a wide audience.
I'm a little disturbed by that coming from Miles.
I don't know if the mic picked up Simeon's noise he just made, but it was like... Yeah.
Street Fighter is coming to Switch. More specifically, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. If you guys didn't know this, the 30th anniversary of Street Fighter and the 30th anniversary of Mega Man are like really close together.
They're not even like this. They're like...
In fact, it was really interesting when the 25th anniversary came out. Capcom was like, we're going to do something really cool for Mega Man. And they released a free game that crossed over with Street Fighter, so it was both their 25th anniversaries. And then for Street Fighter's 25th anniversary, they went all out. They had like the hugest like box set of all of the coolest games and like all these like really cool things. I can't remember if it was like reuse gloves that you could actually wear, like all this cool stuff. Is like Mega Man literally only got a free game, which was good. But here we have Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection with 9 games or more.
I can't
it's
even
like
remember.
Either 9 or 12 games.
It's like almost every version of Street Fighter, and especially Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, it's got like, I think it has the original Street Fighter.
We'll take a look at the list of games after this trailer to make sure. But one thing, besides this being cool, is that this might make people mad who bought Street Fighter 2 on Switch. Whatever version that was for like $40.
Ultra, Super. Well, that did have new characters. And my guess is that a good percentage of the people who bought that already had a bunch of Street Fighter 2 versions.
Okay, I gotcha.
That's my guess.
All right. So you weren't interested in that one, and you told me not to buy it, even though it had new characters.
Yeah, I know.
So I believe this is even cheaper than a normal game, like Street Fighter 2 on Switch was. This is $40, I believe. What do you think? Is this one to look at?
This is definitely one to look at, and I'm not honestly sure about all the different versions of things, but I do gotta say, not a huge fan of Street Fighter 3. That's just me. I never got into it. It's got a bunch of really weird characters, but Street Fighter 2 is all right. The original Street Fighter I haven't played. Street Fighter Alpha series is what I like, and I am a big fan of Street Fighter Alpha 3. Street Fighter Alpha 3 is one of my favorite fighting games ever.
That's 12 right there, sir.
12 games.
Online play, too.
With online play. How could you, as a fighting game person, who would really like Street Fighter pass a deal like this up. This is great. It's fantastic. Way to go.
It's got Sprite viewers. Come on.
Yeah.
May 2018, 12 titles, online play, and something really cool started happening, Simeon.
What's that?
When games like this get announced that are multi-platform, outlets start to talk about it like this. It's coming out on Switch and everything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go.
It's like Switch is what people are excited for games to come to.
Here's one thing that I do have to say, though. Switch now needs arcade sticks.
Yeah.
It needs them.
I think
now.
Even if there's not like a Switch branded one, I know that a recent update started enabling some USB controllers.
Yes. Okay.
So
that's
we good?
I think we're good. Okay. I think we're good.
Sweet.
I think Nintendo could make some money if they do on-brand stuff.
Yeah.
But as long as people are able to do the arcade sticks, for me, fighting games and arcade sticks don't necessarily mix well with me, except for Smash Bros. But I'd rather play Mega Man on an arcade stick than with a controller.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Do you like having glitter all over your face?
I do. My wife is a very glittery person, and my dog is now very glittery. She dumped a whole bunch of glitter on my dog, and my dog got all over my face. So,
Ryan, last word on Street Fighter?
I'm terrible at fighting games, so I won't be picking this up. But like you guys said, it has literally everything you want if you're a Street Fighter fan. So it's really great that this is coming out.
Okay. Do any three of us know what we're looking at? Because this got kind of thrown into the news.
Nintendo files patent for passive walking device and passive walking module. Now, it looks like... Okay, it says international patent application. Okay, I can't even begin to imagine. I honestly have no idea what it is that I'm looking at.
What does passive walking mean? Like it walks around by itself?
Either that or... Well, that's what it looks like, but I was thinking, like, when I hear passive walking device, I think of it's a device that you wear and it passively works while you're walking. But if that's the case, it looks like you need to get, like, surgery and or an exoskeleton for this patent. So my guess is that it's...
Not that.
I don't know what passive walking is. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you're walking, but you're not really? Or you're walking...
I think this is Rob 65.
Could be.
I think
Rob
it's so you can
actually
still
walks.
play your Switch and go out for a run at the same time.
So just the exoskeleton takes you to your destination while you play Switch.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what I'm looking at because it looks like an exoskeleton for like a little toy or something.
Yes.
But what?
We have some people in the chat arguing about Hours in Zelda. Just keep in mind, we have people of all ages watching the stream, including Miles, who's getting ready to pass away any day. So he hasn't necessarily played hours and hours of Zelda.
Wow, getting savage here, huh?
He's trying.
It's a new thing for him.
Yes. So that's the news.
Those are some good news stories. When there wasn't a whole lot, but Street Fighter's a big thing.
Yeah.
And having a new patent from Nintendo is a big thing.
Yeah, just keep in mind, the patent for Switch was an oval. So
yeah. So we don't know. Maybe it is an exoskeleton that you get to wear. Maybe it's more like a Roomba. Like you never know.
Yeah.
Passive walking may mean that it looks like it's walking.
Yep.
But it's rolling. I don't know. I love passive walking. Like you're walking passively, like you're not going into war. Like it's not a war machine. I don't know. It's weird.
I think we did some passive walking in 9 Parchments when we were focused on spinning around and other things besides walking. Walking was incidental to the fun we were having, but
I like that.
We will be right back.
Is teleporting passive walking?
Ooh. No. We'll be right back with
Maybe.
some more Christmassy goodness. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the crew.
Don't forget to do whatever it is. You're supposed to comment. It's the news. You're supposed to comment. If we're watching live, comment what your thoughts are on the news and all throughout the rest of the stream. And if you're watching this back, comments as well. We see those.